Hey everybody, welcome back to the chaotic little book corner. My name's Acacia. Um, Today's not a great day for me. uh, I feel really ridiculous at how sad I am about Alan Rickman. Um, but it kind of gave me a push, and as a result, I'm gonna do the Harry Potter tag, and let's just jump right into it. Okay. So, first question on the Harry Potter tag is, what is your favorite book? And my favorite book is The Philosopher, the Sorcerer, whichever one you prefer. The first book is my favorite. I have a lot more connection to it than I do the other books. It was the first one I ever owned, which makes sense because it's the first book, but it was a gift to me for my, I think, 10th birthday or 8th birthday or something. And it meant a lot to me. It's from my grandmother, so it's sentimental. And I remember hearing it and people reading it, and it has a whole love in my heart that book has kind of caused. It took me a long time to read the rest of the books, and I don't think I read them until about a year ago. Thoroughly. I had read them via listening to them on Audible, because my family went through a phase where what we were doing every day was we were driving an hour to school, and it was my mom, my sister, and I, and we would be driving an hour to school every day, so we listened to Harry Potter on Audible, and it was the one thing that we could all agree on, so it was a very bonding thing for us. But the first book is my favorite. Favorite movie? That's a hard one. I think it would have to be The Half-Blood Prince. And I'm not just saying that because of Alan Rickman. I think it actually is my favorite. It's the one that I reach for the most frequently, the one that I feel the most comfortable with. It's the one that I can put on and go to sleep to. It's the one that feels the most like mine, if that makes sense. Yeah. Least favorite book was book number 5. I think the one that was after the Goblet of Fire. My brain is just stopping. The Order of the Phoenix, I believe, was my least favorite book. Not because of the length, but because Umbridge was terrifying to me. I hate Umbridge so much, and she was such a terrifying character to me. I actually was more afraid of her than I was Voldemort. Yeah, that was definitely my least favorite book because of Umbridge. Parts of the book that make you cry. Okay, so always, every time I watch the little Snape video where he's holding Lily, I lose it. But the one that, like, I sob uncontrollably at every single time is when Dobby dies. In the book, in the movie, when Dobby dies, I lose it. Dobby was such a sweetheart and so lovable, and just, I'm even like welling up a little. Oh, Dobby, Dobby was so adamantly, in love with the idea of just being free and just unconditionally caring about Harry, even when Dobby, oh my God, I love Dobby so much. And when Dobby dies, I just, absolutely lose it. Who would I hook up with? Neville Longbottom. I think at the age of 11, I would have kissed him and run away. Yep. So first book, I would have kissed him and run away. Second book, I would have sat next to him. Third book, I would have tried to hold his hand and then ran away. Fourth book, I might have gotten a little more ballsy and potentially sat next to him in a full, like, class. Fifth book, I would have wanted to go to a dance with him. Sixth book, I would have started to really like him a little more. And by the seventh book, it was a wrap. And I would have just wanted to be with Neville so bad. Like, oh my God, he was adorable, and he's sweet, and he's loving, and he's caring, and he's honest, and he's such a wonderful person and character. And it helps that the actor is gorgeous, but like, I would have loved Neville just from, like, day one. Like, Neville is my ideal boy. Like, he's so sweet and so kind-hearted, and he's such a good person, and it breaks my heart that Neville was just tormented. And I would have totally hung out with Neville and read books and just hung out with him and Trevor the Toad. I would have totally done that. Favorite character would be Luna. Luna Lovegood would be my favorite character. Like, I would want to be her best friend. I would want to hang out with her. I mean, Hermione and her, it's a really close tie, but Luna, like, just pushes it a little bit more because Luna could give 2 Fs what you think of Luna. Like, and she also has seen some tragedy. By the end of the books, Hermione has seen tragedy, but I can't say that in the beginning she has. Luna has seen it before, and she's aware that life is unfair, and she still chooses to see the best in it. And that's something I really admire. What would my Patronus be? I think a hedgehog or a monkey. I know those are, like, completely not strong, amazing characters. Or, like, even, like, strong animals. Like, they're not something you're gonna, like, look at them and be like, oh my God, there's a monkey in front of me. Or, that hedgehog is nasty. Like, I don't expect anyone to be afraid of my Patronus because I just don't want anyone to be afraid of me. So, like, probably a hedgehog or a monkey. Which would I pick? The Resurrection Stone, the Elder Wand, or the Invisibility Cloak? My gut tells me to go with the Invisibility Cloak because it's the most useful out of all of them. But the people that I've lost in my life who have passed away, I would pick the Resurrection Stone for no other reason than to spend 5 more minutes with them and just tell them that I love them. I think that would really be my answer, is if I could pick the Resurrection Stone and just have those extra minutes with the people who I didn't get to say goodbye to tell them that I love them. That would be my answer. What is the house I would be sorted into? And that would be Hufflepuff. I've never questioned it. I've never been ashamed of it. I've never thought differently. I've always been a Hufflepuff. If I could meet any of the cast, who would it be? And that would be Emma Watson. I love Emma Watson. I think she's amazing. I want to just be friends with her and go to a coffee shop and talk about books and literature and feminism and just spend hours with her doing nothing but discussing world problems and solving everything. Have you played the video games? No. I don't care about video games. I never have cared about video games. I think we might have owned one of them at one point, but my family was really not into that kind of thing. We really didn't have video games. I think the computer games that we usually had around were like Myst or things like that. There was not, no, we didn't have any of the Harry Potter. No, we didn't. What Quidditch, if I was on the Quidditch team, what would I play? I would not be on Quidditch. I would have a book and sit in the stands and just not be on the team. I don't do sports. I've never done sports, and I never will do sports. I mean, by all means, enjoy, but it's never been my thing. Was I happy with the ending? No, yes, kind of. It's hard. I feel like the ending of the book before the epilogue, I was sad, but I was okay with it. And then that like afterward where you're like Harry marries Ginny and Ron marries Hermione, like I don't know. It's not that it doesn't do it for me, it's just too much, I guess. I think I would have wanted to kind of just, I think I probably would have imagined the same thing, but I would have wanted to imagine it my way, if that makes sense. Like, I don't think I would have had Harry name his children after Severus and Dumbledore. Like, I don't know. I don't know. It was fine. I think it's a cute way to do it, but it didn't really do anything special for me. And then the final question is, what does Harry Potter mean to you? Harry Potter came to me in a time of my life when I was kind of falling apart. And I will admit, as a child, I remember listening to the audiobooks, and that was very soothing, and I would listen to them on long car rides, and that was great, and I remember them being a family thing, and that was wonderful, because, you know, me, I'm always wanting to be a part of a bigger family, but nobody seems to want to join my family. No, I'm kidding. My family and I, we're very close, but we drive each other nuts. But anyway, my sister was a huge Potter person. My youngest sister. She really was a huge Potter person, and she went to all the midnight releases in Harvard Square, and they saw Harry and the Potters in Harvard Square, and it was a huge thing, and whatever. Like, they had a blast with it, she and her friends, and I really didn't feel like I wanted to take that from her, because it meant so much to her, and I didn't want to take something that meant that much to her away from her and make her feel like she was sharing it with her older sister, so I let her have it. And so when I finally found Harry Potter officially, it was about a year and a half ago or so. I'd started falling apart after a relationship breakup, and everything was changing in my life, and everything felt weird and wrong, and I was feeling insane, and my diagnosis came through, and I wasn't sleeping. And so my adopted sister bought the 8-pack of the Harry Potter movies, like the full DVD set. And she was watching them. She binge watched them once, and I didn't watch them. And then one night I was having severe insomnia, and I couldn't sleep. And I knew I was going to call out of work the next day because I couldn't function. And so I put in the first one, and I just watched them straight through. All of them. And I felt like I had friends, and I felt like I belonged, and I felt like I'd found something magical. And then my sister, my youngest sister, owns all the hardcovers, the gorgeous ones that, like, with the original releases from, like, the day they were released. The only one that we have the only one that she will have soon that won't be an original release is going to be the first one, because I took my copy of the original back, but I'll buy her a replacement soon. But anyway, so I read those, binge read them all when I was, driving to and from work. I wasn't driving, but while I was in the car, I would read them, and then on my lunch break, I would read them, and then I'd get home and I would read them, and then I'd go to sleep to Harry Potter. So Harry Potter became a very soothing home feeling to me, and it's become a very big part of something that makes me feel like I can figure stuff out. And it's really been nice, and it's meant a lot to me. And the whole reason I did this video today was for Alan Rickman, and his passing. And the irony of Snape, at the end of all of it, Alan Rickman is Snape to me. Like, there's no other Snape. And I cry when he dies in the film. And so when he died today, or when I found out he was dead today, it was like officially losing him. And it broke my heart. And I didn't really register how much it mattered to me until suddenly I thought that part of the universe that I love so much was gone. And all of a sudden, I just wanted to watch all the movies and read all the books again. And so I figured I'd do this tag. And I hope that up in Potter heaven, he's, I mean, actually, that man is Colonel Brandon from Sense and Sensibility. He stole my heart there. He was in Sweeney Todd, which I totally forgot about. But he was wonderful in that. He was in Galaxy Quest. Like, he is the character, he is the man who does everything and you forget that he's in everything because he's so good at being everyone but no one. And you lose yourself in this awe of a person. And he was just he seemed like such a good man. I wish I'd known him, but I didn't personally, so that's a bummer. But, I really wanted to do something to kind of commemorate him and give a thought out to him and his family, and this was kind of my way of saying, always to him and always to the Potter world, and I think that's where I'm going to leave this. So thank you so much for watching my Harry Potter tag. Anyone who wants to do it, please go ahead. I'm sorry if it was kind of a lower energy one, but this is really how I wanted to do it, and I'm glad I did it. So I will see you guys in tomorrow's video, which will be a lot more peppy. Bye.